Finally Friday, we made it through the first week back to school, back to work after the Labor Day holiday here, and looking pretty good. We have a chance for a couple of showers still up in our north zone, tip of the thumb. The rest of us, it's cool, upper 40s, low 50s, on our way to middle 60s. Kim, a mix of sun and clouds.
All right, well, we did make it all the way to Friday, so congratulations, and we are looking good for your Friday commute. This is I-96 right at I-94. Really quiet out there, not too many cars right now. Traffic volumes light, roads are dry, accident-free this morning.
Kim, thank you. So take a look at this video. A woman outside of Atlanta gets mugged and dragged by robbers in broad daylight.
Oh, this is pretty scary. She's walking down the road when this pickup truck pulls up next to her, and you can see there what happens next. The passenger jumps out and goes for her purse, but that woman was not letting go. She had the death grip on. She holds on, and then the truck drives away, but they're dragging her down the street.
So scary.
Eventually, she chooses to let go of the bag, but police are still looking for those thieves in the middle of the day.
That's what's so shocking, that nobody else was at or near or around that vehicle to see what happened.
Right, and one car just drove by there, so these were pretty brave and bold thieves.
Yeah, they were. Scary.
Wow. It is 5:26, everybody. Coming up next in our next half hour, news stories from Ypsilanti, Livonia, and Mount Clemens.
Plus, the danger from the 911 dust may be more serious than first realized. New this morning, the impact that it's having some 16 years later.
Wow, it's been 16 years since 9/11. And the personal information from millions of people now in the hands of hackers after a massive data breach. We'll be right back.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
Well, if you're just waking up this morning, you might want to check your banking information. Personal things like birthdays, social security numbers, and even more have been hacked. And we're told that 143 million people at least are affected.
And millions are also affected by Hurricane Irma. This storm has been downgraded, but it is still a very strong hurricane as it barrels towards Florida and right now over more Caribbean islands like Turks and Caicos.
And here at home, we're dealing with a cool start to your Friday morning. Brandon's saying that the weekend looks great.
Yeah, it sounds like we'll get past some of that rain that we had over the last few days and get a little summer-like temperatures around here, at least the sunshine.
Yeah, you can only
it's a little more fall-like, I'd say.
I feel like I need some cider and donuts, don't you?
You can get them.
Oh, that's
They're all open.
Guess what I'm going to be doing this weekend, everybody?
Perfect weekend for that. In between watching a bunch of football, Brandon.
We have 90 minutes before we get off the air, so if anybody wants to deliver said cider and donuts.
550 West Lafayette.
48226. 51 degrees at Metro Airport. We have fewer 40s this morning. That's a little bit of a positive sign. And Rhonda was saying summer-like feel maybe by Sunday into Monday. But yeah, fall, late summer. This is right where we are, right where we should be, right? Ann Arbor at 47, 50 degrees in Pontiac. Adrian right now at 52. We have temperatures that will struggle again today on your Friday, but rain chances mainly confined to our north zone, especially through the morning hours, but not seeing much of that yet. 62 at noon, 66 with a mix of sun and clouds for most of us this afternoon. You see just a little bit of wet weather coming out of northern lower over Lake Huron. That's a little glancing blow across the tip of the thumb in parts of Ontario. This stuff out west, not really worried about that, but perhaps if you're driving west, you run into that. Hurricane Irene. We'll do more tracking with this, and downgraded now, guys, to a Category 4 storm. 155-mile-an-hour winds, still gusting to 190.
Well, let's continue talking about Hurricane Irma, as it has already caused significant damage and even death in many Caribbean islands like Puerto Rico, Barbuda, also St. Martin, and right now Turks and Caicos. And it's still on path to the United States. At least 500,000 people have been told to evacuate. Flights out of towns like Miami are becoming increasingly harder to find as the storm gets closer. And leaving by car isn't much easier due to the lines for gas or even lack of gas available across the state. Those left in Florida will have to gather supplies and find a safe place to ride this storm out.
Florida will have major hurricane impacts with deadly storm surge and life-threatening winds.
Like everybody else, we're escaping the hurricane. God knows if it's better up there.
The massive storm is expected to make landfall sometime around Saturday night in South Florida as a Category 4 now, downgraded from a Category 5. The football game between the University of Florida and North Colorado has been canceled. That game was supposed to be played down in Gainesville, Florida on Saturday, but the approaching storm, of course, forced that game to be canceled. Gainesville is key in the evacuations happening in Florida. Many people are going there. Selfridge Air National Guard Base here in Mount Clemens will be receiving some of the military evacuations sometime today. And to assist with relief efforts, all of the former presidents of the United States have come together to support hurricane victims. Take a listen.
Hurricane Harvey brought terrible destruction, but it also brought out the best in humanity.
As former presidents, we wanted to help our fellow Americans begin to recover.
Our friends in Texas, including Presidents Bush 41 and 43, are doing just that.
People are hurting down here, but as one Texan put it, we've got more love in Texas than water.
We love you, Texas.
Donate to oneamericaappeal.org. We are all in this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How impactful is that? The aftermath of Hurricane Harvey is devastating, and IRMA has the same potential. And to help, well, you can too. Local 4, Click on Detroit, and Art Van Furniture, along with the American Red Cross, we have all teamed up. We are hosting the telethon, a telethon right here at Local 4 called the Help for Hurricane Relief. It'll be Tuesday, September 12th from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. All the money collected will be donated to the American Red Cross relief efforts for hurricane devastation in Texas and whatever is needed in Florida as well. The money will provide shelter, food, emotional support, and other assistance to those affected by these disasters. You can tune into Local 4 all day on Tuesday for the Help for Hurricane Relief telethon. We hope you plan to donate.
Meanwhile, 2 workers from Lapeer accused of burglary in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey have been arrested in Houston. Their names are Richard Edwards and Brandon Bonesteel, and here they're pictured on your screen. They worked for a restoration business called ServPro, and according to police, they were hired to work in a flooded home, and the owner of that home caught them on surveillance going through personal belongings in a bedroom. ServPro says that both men have since been fired. Kim?
All right, well, let's shift it over to back here. We got to get you out the door this morning, taking a look at your traffic. We are all good to start off the day. No accidents to talk about. So we're talking about construction over on the north and southbound lanes of I-75. Right at 8 Mile, there's only going to be 1 lane open starting at 9 a.m. And this is going to be that way until 8 a.m. tomorrow, so keep that one in mind overnight as well. And then on southbound I-75, the ramp to I-696, that's going to be closed this evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So just keep that in mind this evening if you are traveling during the overnight hours. Also, we've got more construction to talk about over on the Lodge. I'll tell you about a project there coming up in my next report at 5:44. Back to you.
All right, Kim, this next story, pretty scary for millions of people, as it's one of the largest ever security breaches in U.S. history. Credit reporting agency Equifax now admitting that hackers got into company computers and stole the identities of about 143 million Americans.
So this likely affects you. Our Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney joins us now live this morning to help us all decipher what this means. So many of us have accounts there, and this is really scary, Rod, the type of information these hackers have.
Yeah, it certainly is, Rhonda. And just in case you're of a mind to think that this can't happen to me, I just checked on the website that they offer you to see if, in fact, you might be involved. And it turns out my Social Security information or Social Security number and information is involved in this hack. So you're going to want to check this out. So let's first find out precisely what happened, and then we can talk about how you can help yourself. Equifax is a prime and juicy target because it's one of the 3 main credit reporting bureaus that house everyone's information, and ironically, it's where you go if you've been hacked. Stolen were names, addresses, social security numbers, birth dates, and even driver's license information for 143 million people. On top of that, hackers helped themselves to about 200,000 credit card numbers. The breach occurred between mid-May and mid-July and discovered on July 29th, although we're just hearing about it now. A thoroughly embarrassed Equifax CEO Rick Smith released a video statement.
I deeply regret this incident, and I apologize to every affected consumer and all of our partners.
Smith says Equifax's credit reporting database wasn't affected, but criminals exploited a vulnerability in a U.S. website application. CNBC's Aditi Roy calls this a devastating hack.
The sheer number of people who could be potentially affected is what's so striking about this particular attack. I mean, this is like Hurricane Irma-sized proportions affecting U.S. customers.
Now, this is the website that Equifax sends you to. It's called EquifaxSecurity2017.com. And you don't have to remember that. We have it linked on the money page at clickondetroit.com. But what you do, you go to this website and you put in the last, 6 digits of your social security number, your last name, and then they will inform you whether you may have been impacted. If in fact you have, they have a system where you can get on a free warning credit alert information system, but you can't do that today. You have to wait until the date that they give you here, and then they'll send you an email, you sign up, and then you're protected. So as of now, you may want to check with the other credit bureaus as well to make sure that you're okay, something I'm going to be doing here in the next couple of hours. Back to you.
And Rod, for you and for anyone else, is there anything else that we can do to try and protect ourselves?
Yes, indeedy. In fact, this is almost a Money Monday episode because I hold in my hand here the Identity Theft Recovery Plan. This is a booklet from the Federal Trade Commission. It's the best I've ever seen in terms of dealing with identity theft because it has in it letters that you can send to your bank, letters that you can send to lenders. It gives you every bit of information, what to do if your child is affected, if your bank is affected. It's everything you need to know about identity theft, and we have linked this on the money page at clickondetroit.com. Again, it's called the Identity Theft Recovery Plan. You're going to want to have this whether you are affected by today's breach or not.
And Rod, are these letters that you can send because of today's breach beforehand, before you even realize if your identity has been stolen or anything has been used?
Well, the letters are very specific, Rhonda, for a particular lender that alerts them to the fact that you've had a breach, and that it alerts them to the fact that you know you have a breach, you want them to understand it, and that they need to take action. So Equifax already knows, and so I don't think one of these letters is necessarily going to help today for the Equifax problem, but for other kinds of identity theft, you're definitely going to want this.
Well, definitely important to be proactive. Evrod just looked on the site and saw that he's been impacted as well, so it affects so many people. All right, Rod, great information. Thank you. It is 5:40, and over to Ypsilanti. Eastern Michigan University is the very latest target of a white supremacist group that has been posting flyers at college campuses all across the country. Now, this group posted several stickers and flyers hoping to recruit students all over the campus. The university actually spotted the materials and quickly removed them from campus before many of the students we talked to even realized they were there.
Once you start partaking in it, once you start expressing your anger and all these different kinds of emotions, you know, hate, then that's when they beat you, you know. Me, I don't let them win because I don't partake.
This group has been targeting students at Eastern and other universities since the beginning of this year.
President Trump's idea of who's allowed into the U.S. under the travel ban is rejected by a federal appeals court. The 3-judge panel of the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that grandparents, cousins, and other close relatives should not be prevented from entering into the country. So the court also said refugees accepted by the resettlement agency shouldn't be banned. Originally, the Supreme Court said the 90-day ban could be enforced, but it shouldn't be applied to visitors who have a bona fide relationship with people in the U.S. The government interpreted such relations to immediate family and in-laws, but not cousins, aunts, uncles, and grandparents.
It is Free Friday here at Local 4, your chance to win something on us here on Local 4 and clickondetroit.com. And here's your chance to enter to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Metro Boat Show. That show runs from September 14th to the 17th at the Lake St. Clair Metro Park. All you have to do is head on over to the contest page of clickondetroit.com for your chance to win. It is 5:42 here on your Friday morning. This morning, a new plan to drastically raise Michigan's minimum wage. We'll tell you more about that. Plus, the big opening of Little Caesars Arena officially next week with the big Kid Rock concert on Tuesday. So if you're planning to go, where are you supposed to park? Jason has the answer in this morning's Carport. Also ahead, an alarming absence from school when a teacher fails to show up for classes. This morning, the search is on to find her.
Every mattress.
Welcome back to Local 4 News today. Tracking IRMA, not Irene. I realize I said that earlier, but this Category 4 storm now, downgraded just about an hour ago. Still a monster, still passing right over Turks and Caicos, on its way across the northern shore here of Cuba through this afternoon and early tomorrow, and then it'll be a beeline for South Florida Saturday night. Category 4 storm, we have Katia in the Gulf of Mexico, a Category 1, and a third Atlantic storm, Jose, now up to a Category 3. That one is behind IRMA, and we will track IRMA because of its impact. We think Jose is going to be close behind this one, but then sort of beeline due north and maybe up toward Bermuda, but we'll keep an eye on this here over the next couple of days. Category 4 storm means 155-mile-an-hour winds within 30 miles of the eye of this storm, and here it goes through Saturday afternoon and evening going north, and it looks like on Sunday it hits southern Florida. Maybe late Saturday night in the Keys and then into Miami, midnight, early Sunday as a Category 4 storm. That's one model. Could it go somewhere else? Well, we have our spaghetti plots. This is an ensemble of several different models, and they all are pointing toward South Florida for impact. Again, late Saturday, early Sunday. Back here at home, it is upper 40s and low 50s once again, and we do have a shower chance or two, mainly up north in the Thumb region this morning, but for the rest of us, I think around Metro Detroit, a mix of sun and clouds, 62 at noon, 66 the afternoon high temperature. Again, may see a shower or two sinking out of this little batch over Lake Huron. This wet weather coming over Lake Michigan. If you're driving towards Chicago or into southwestern lower, you may run into some of that. Tailgating, cool out in Ann Arbor tomorrow, 40s to 50s. It's jacket weather, but it's a 3:30 game in East Lansing, so the later tailgating probably not impacted by the cool, but it's going to be beautiful sunshine all weekend. 67 Saturday, 70 Sunday. Go green, go blue, go Honolulu blue.
Honolulu blue. All right, looking forward to a weekend full of football. Now let's talk about your commute this morning as we get you out the door to your work or wherever you need to be this morning. We are looking good. No accidents to report at this time. However, we are talking about some construction over on Grand River. The east and westbound lanes from the Lodge to Cass, there's only going to be one lane open there. This is going to be until 6 o'clock tonight, so you may see some slowdowns in that area. And then speaking of the Lodge, we do have some construction on the northbound lanes of the Lodge between Grand River and Forest Street. There's going to be one lane blocked there between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Also on the northbound lanes of the Lodge between Washington Boulevard and Jefferson Avenue, one lane blocked there, same time, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And stick around because if you're about to head out the door towards I-690, we'll take a look at what that commute looks like with one of our MDOT cameras in my next report at 5:54. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim. It is 5:49 now, and police in Maryland are on the lookout for a pregnant high school teacher who failed to show up for the first day of class earlier this week. 31-year-old Lauren Elizabeth Wallen has not been seen or heard from since Monday when she sent a troubling message to her family about an hour after she was last seen at her condo where she does live alone. Wallen's father went to the condo, but she wasn't there. She teaches history and law.
Oh, very troubling. The family of a man who died in the Macomb County Jail has filed a $10 million lawsuit against the county. Daniel Bird had been in custody for 23 days when he overdosed on prescription pills back in 2015 while in prison. The family says that Bird's cellmate told guards that something was wrong with him, but no one took any action. The family says that they hope the lawsuit leads to changes in how inmates are treated. Livonia investigators are searching for the man responsible for stealing high-end watches from a pawn shop. Do you recognize the face of this person? The man on your screen is wanted for stealing 2 Rolex watches from the Great Lakes Pawn. This is located on Grand River and 8 Mile. The man tried on the 2 watches and then walked right out of the store with them. If you have any information, contact authorities.
Turning to good health now, children exposed to dust and fumes after the collapse of the World Trade Center 16 years ago are sadly showing early signs of heart disease. New information looked at blood tests from more than 100 children who came into direct contact with the dust on 9/11. Those who had high levels of the chemicals known to be on the dust had higher levels of artery hardening fats in their blood. Very, very sad.
Yeah, it is. Time now is 5:51, and after the break, students told that they must be tested for alcohol use or face being suspended from school.
Wow, and raising Michigan's minimum wage to $12 an hour. That and more when we come right back. You're watching Local 4 News Today.
Coming up on the next Live in the D.
What do these celebrities have in common? A special place to dine in the D.
Plus, the surprise found at the top of these buildings.
Today at 10 on Local 4.
Tonight at 10.
Happy Friday. It is finally Friday. Looking at the satellite radar, there are some showers over Lake Huron, so the sort of coastal areas along Lake Huron, some spotty showers this morning. The stuff out west should, for the most part, stay west, but you may drive into that as you drive toward Kalamazoo, over towards Chicago. Back here at home, more of a mix of sun and clouds, staying on the cooler side, upper 40s and low 50s out your door right now, and middle 60s this afternoon, Kim.
All right, well, here's a look at your commute over on I-696 right at Greenfield. You can see that it's getting a little busier out there, but we are dealing with some great conditions this morning. No accidents, no stalled vehicles. Good to go as you head out the door.
It is 5:55, and listen to this. Parents of students at a New Jersey high school are pretty mad after they were ordered to immediately get their children's blood and urine tested because a can of beer was discovered at a football game. A Randolph High School official says that a can of beer landed on the ground during last Friday's game in a section of bleachers where about 75 students were watching. So each student was given a form, a rule-out test requiring blood and urine samples be taken within 2 hours. So any student who did not go through this screening was deemed to test positive and faced suspension.
Miscommunication. Of course, as a parent, you're going to defend your child to the fullest when you know they're innocent.
I think we need to listen to both sides, come up with an answer, and then move forward from this, not rehash the past and fight. We need to stay together. We need to stay strong together.
Again, this was all over one can of beer. The superintendent said that several additional cans of alcohol were later discovered. Published reports indicate that at least 5 students so far have tested positive for alcohol.
A Central Michigan University student responsible for smearing peanut butter on the face of an allergic student has pleaded guilty to assault and battery. The victim's parents told us at the time it was a fraternity hazing incident and that the members knew that their son had a peanut allergy. The chapter is not registered with their national office or the university due to the previous hazing incidents that it's faced. The victim is no longer a student at Central Michigan, and the student responsible is on probation. One fair wage. Michigan is pushing a ballot proposal to increase Michigan's minimum wage by 2020. The coalition announced the proposal on Thursday. It would increase the minimum wage to $12 per hour by 2020 and includes tipped workers. One fair wage is expected to seek petition approval from the Board of State Canvassers before beginning to collect signatures. Organizers say that the proposal is necessary to give fair pay for hard work, but some businesses say that the campaign is a reckless effort that could kill jobs.
It is 5:57.
And coming up, all new at 6, local stories from Warren, Detroit, and Mount Clemens.
Plus, we're just days away from Apple's big reveal about a new phone, but there are already concerns surrounding it. We'll tell you why you might want to wait to get one.
And food that prevents peanut allergies. Is that even possible? Why you may soon find them on store shelves. Those stories and more when we come back in 1 minute. Stay with us.
So I talked to
Local 4 live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Closing in, Hurricane Irma continuing course towards the United States and South Florida as millions are being told to evacuate. A massive storm did weaken overnight, but it is still a strong hurricane Category 4, and it remains on track to slam Florida tomorrow.
And if what happened in the Caribbean is any sign of what's to come, it could be deadly and just as devastating. Brandon, however, meteorologist Brandon Root joining us now with some good news, however, this morning. Let's start with that.
Just slight bit of good news. Downgraded from a Category 5 to a Category 4 storm. It is still a monster, about 500 miles across and 430 miles from the eye of the storm to Miami. So it is a Category 4 with 155 mile-an-hour winds gusting to about 190. Looks like it'll hit southern Florida by late Saturday. Here is Kristen Holmes live in Miami.
Good morning. As Irma makes its way towards the Florida coastline, the state is going from business as usual to storm ready. Florida Governor Rick Scott says that he is making sure all public buildings, that includes government offices, public schools, public universities, are closed down at least through Monday so they can serve as shelters if needed.
Florida is busy preparing for Hurricane Irma. Forecasters still aren't sure exactly where the storm will hit, but people in the Sunshine State are getting ready anyway.
You might as well leave now while you have a chance, because when you dial 911, you will not get an answer.
They're getting out however they can. Travelers stood in line for hours at airports, cars headed north, causing interstate backups and slowdowns, while drivers waited at gas stations, some of which ran out of fuel. Depending on Irma's path, the powerful storm could create one of the largest mass evacuations in U.S. history, with some 6 million residents of southern Florida potentially impacted. The urgency is spurred by the destruction Irma has wrought in the Caribbean. Irma shredding buildings, toppling cars, and leaving streets submerged in water. On island after island, survivors describing apocalyptic scenes.
One of the oldest churches here in Anguilla, completely destroyed, and it's a shell. It's just, the magnitude is just, it's, I keep saying incomprehensible because that's what we're seeing on the ground.
These stories in the aftermath of Harvey in Texas have the southeastern coast of the U.S. taking the storm very seriously.
And here in Miami, they're opening up 13 more shelters later today. However, officials are still worried about people who are choosing not to evacuate. Yesterday, we spoke with several people who had made that decision. Authorities say if you are in a mandatory evacuation zone and something happens, we will not be able to get to you. Reporting live in Miami, I'm Kristen Holmes. Now back to you.
All right, Kristen, thanks so much. And we showed you the potential timeline here for hitting into the Keys and then Miami late Saturday, early Sunday. That was one model. Now we put a bunch of models together, and all of them this morning have direct aim at the Keys and southern Florida as a Category 4 storm by midnight on Sunday, if not a little sooner than that. And we're talking about deadly storm surge, flooding rains, power outages beyond control, really, across southern Florida. It is going to be nasty. 150 to 180 mile-an-hour winds possible, whipping around that storm as it hits. Meantime, back here at home, upper 40s and low 50s. We're right back at it. However, unlike the last couple of days, taking rain out of the forecast. 62 at noon, 66 at 4 o'clock for an afternoon high. Yeah, there could be a couple of showers in our north zone this morning, but for the most part, a much drier day today. Here's Kim in 4 Live traffic.
All right, well, speaking of a much drier day today, we do have dry roads to start off the morning, which is always good for your morning commute. Here's a look at Southfield Freeway right at McNichols. It's quiet out here. You can see that not much that's going to slow you down. No accidents to report at this time, so that is some great news. However, we've got construction to talk about over on 8 Mile. I'll tell you all about that in my next report at 6:14. Back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. We do want to continue to give you updates that are coming out of Mexico. That is where a massive 8.2 magnitude earthquake hit overnight off the country's southern coast. At least 5 people are confirmed dead. Mexico's president says that the quake was the biggest in the country to hit, in a century, I should say, to hit Mexico. There were more than 60 aftershocks and tsunami warnings have been issued. More than 1 million people did lose power, but power has since been restored to nearly 800,000 of those people. So, boy, some natural disasters are occurring a little bit more and a little more fiery and furious, and definitely a lot of concern for those people. 6:04 is your time. And to a developing story out of Warren, that is where a man was injured in a house here.
Yeah, and police are looking into whether the home was firebombed. Let's get out to Rob Maloney with more on this story. Rod?
Yeah, good morning, Rod. If you look behind me here, you can see that the house is largely or almost a total loss, and much of the contents of the house are out here on the lawn. Now, what we know about this, and it's pretty scant, it's on Wexford Street, and that there was a man who was inside the house at the time of the fire. Now, the police are investigating this as a possible firebombing. They're not being definitive about it yet, and they're trying to figure out what the situation is. But the reason they found out about this was that apparently the man who lived here wound up at Providence Southfield Hospital with burns. And so he was then transferred over to Detroit Receiving Hospital because they have a superior burn unit there to help him out. Now, we're told that the man is going to be apparently okay. But the question then becomes, okay, if it's a possible fire bombing, and they're at least confirming that, what really happened here? And nobody seems to have the information on that, but certainly it's something that they're going to be investigating throughout the rest of the day. Reporting live from Warren, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod, thank you. Breaking overnight, Detroit police say that the man accused of sexually assaulting a woman right in the heart of Midtown has turned himself in. Investigators say the suspect is a 29-year-old man who works as a driver. He picked up a woman in the area of Cass and West Warren. He then drove her to an unknown location and sexually assaulted her. The victim's condition is unknown, but we do hope to get more information a bit later this morning. But again, this man has turned himself in.
Police have seized more than $100,000 in marijuana at a home on Detroit's east side. The investigation started when police got complaints about the home. And in addition to the grow operation, police said that the two people they arrested had actually been stealing power from DTE for the past 5 years. And a stolen goods operation is busted on Detroit's west side. Police saying the owner of this home on Hayden near Evergreen and I-96 stole appliances from homes and then resold them out of his own home. According to police, every room in that house was packed, as you can see here, with all these stolen appliances. Even the bathroom was stocked full of them. The homeowner and another man are now in police custody.
Looks more like a warehouse than somebody's home. 6:07 is your time, and Jason Carr just walked in. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Highest in 3 decades. More ways than one. What's more and more college students are fessing up to and smoking up to. Stay tuned.
And it's Friday. You know what that means. It's time to get a workout in. The 2 things most of us are missing in our everyday workouts. We'll have more on that coming up next for Fitness Friday.
Tonight at 10.
It's Fitness Friday, and we're back at Omni Kinetics in Birmingham with Graham Polikoff, and this is a health and wellness solution for all ages.
Absolutely. We've got chiropractic, physical therapy, sports performance, general conditioning. We wanted it to be a one-stop shop with really smart people.
And something that I just learned, most stability. What does that mean?
Right, so come on down to the ground, I'll show you. We're gonna lay down on our side, and we're gonna go through a couple stretches here. So reach on out, big turn towards your chest.
And when would I do this, and what is it for?
Anytime you're going for a run, going to play golf, we need to have this good shoulder-hip separation. Big turn, and from there, sit on up into your other hip. So top hip up, left hip back, big turn. And I want you to reach under with that arm, take a big breath. So now again, more stretching across the shoulders and the hips.
Yeah, I definitely feel it in my hips, my back.
Come out of that. So the biggest problem is nobody adds stability into this newfound mobility. So we've got to come down onto our elbows, top leg is long, reach on up, or sit on up, reach on out, and then bring that hand down to your knee. So now we're just adding some core and glute and hip strength to the motion.
I can feel it. Well, if you want to learn more about Omni Kinetics here in Birmingham, or come to one of their fitness seminars, just search Fitness Friday at clickondetroit.com.
Now get...
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 6:12, and we were talking about this a lot this morning in our morning meeting. Do college students have a weed problem?
Well, if we are drawing comparisons to recent years, the answer is yes, Jason.
I was actually surprised by the most since 1987, because in the late 80s they were smoking that much dope. Anyway, a new study from the University of Michigan says marijuana use among college students is at the highest level it's been since 1987. And it appears to be a growing trend. According to recent findings, 39% of U.S. college students between 19 and 22 years of age say they've used marijuana in the past 12 months. 22% say they used marijuana in the past 30 days. The information collected in 2016 shows marijuana use among college students is the highest in 3 decades and shows a steady increase over the past 10 years. However, the numbers are still lower from where they were in the early 80s, where more than 50% of college students admitted to using marijuana. Now, the study is stirring some reaction on our Facebook page. Let's take a look at some comments here as we scroll through. Crystal, Mexico, that's going to be a lifetime of paying off school loans for an education you can't retain or remember. LOL, seems kind of counterproductive if you ask me. Jen Lynn says, nothing wrong with this, better than using alcohol. And let's take a look at the states where marijuana is legalized at this time, as opposed to legalized medical marijuana, and legislation passed November 2016. So, looks like the Northeast spreading into the Midwest. We still have some openings down here in the Deep South and a high pressure cell here in the middle of the country, Brandon. See what I did there?
Selling what?
Anyway, now there may be a correlation to increased use over the last 10 years. Since 2008, 20 states have legalized medical marijuana. 8 states have made it usable for recreation, and the study didn't include whether any of the students were medical patients or lived in recreational states. So if you'd like to read more about this study, head to the health page at clickondetroit.com. And of course, we always welcome your comments on an issue that is so contentious, shall we say. Coming up at 6:30, traffic trouble for the new arena. Everything you need to know to prepare yourself ahead of its big opening. But right now, Brandon and talk show host Kim DiGiulio?
That's right.
What's going on?
Well, the high pressure cell that Jason talked about moving from the west over here. So we're setting up for a good looking weekend.
Yes, it's a very exciting weekend. We've got lots of tailgating to talk about.
It's unique, but not altogether rare, that we have high school football and then we have both big universities, Michigan State, and
even Western. Well,
Yep.
it's going to be at State.
Absolutely, and then the Lions home on Sunday. So lots to talk about here. And we are tracking IRMA with you as well. We have temperatures out there right now in the 40s to low 50s. What a beautiful look from downtown to Belle Isle. It is, the sunrise time is still about 45 minutes away. 51 degrees outside right now at Metro Airport, but look at Ann Arbor, 47, Howell 47, 49 Lapeer. These numbers not quite as cool as what we saw the last couple of days, but still on the cooler side today. Kim used her heat coming in. I was right in the middle where the red and the blue on the thing, just in the middle. So I'm on my way too. Comfortable day. It's another windows open kind of day. Rain chances this morning, maybe through lunch in parts of the Thumb region, but most of us are mostly dry. 66 degrees your afternoon high. Notice these clouds and showers over Lake Huron, which is why we keep the Thumb and the shore line here of Lake Huron in the rain chance or threat through the morning hours today before that shoves off. And then this stuff over southwestern lower, not a problem, but if you are driving in that direction, could be a little wet. Watch out. How about Mexico right now, dealing with Hurricane Katia in the Gulf of Mexico, just Category 1, but an 8.2 magnitude earthquake on the Pacific side this morning, just near Guatemala. So a crazy bit of activity happening down over the ocean waters. That one was over the ocean, and so they're worried about tsunami activity on the Pacific side and then Katia damage on the Gulf side. Meantime, IRMA, this is what we're talking about, 430 miles from the eye to the Keys, but as the crow flies, that would mean it's about 27 hours away from impact, moving at 16 miles an hour. It will take a little bit longer than that. 155-mile-an-hour winds, and that continues through the day as it barrels through Turks and Caicos and then over Cuba tomorrow, and then still a Category 4 late Saturday hitting the Florida Keys, and then after midnight probably into the Miami area on Sunday morning. Oof, it is going to be nasty with winds that, again, will be in that 150-mile-an-hour range, knocking over trees, power outages all over the place, and deadly storm surge also a possibility. Here's a look. We have a great looking weekend, just so you know, 65 to 70 degrees both days and cool mornings. But this is our Josh Strand with our Hanson's weather window this morning. We are looking live at
downtown, right by the Spirit of Detroit.
This is Woodward and Jefferson area. I just forgot, do they have a name for this area yet? It's that new sort of extension of Campus Martius. Yeah, right by Spirit of Detroit. Great shot from our Josh Strand, your Hanson's weather window, assisted by Kim DeJulia.
All right, well, that was a pretty shot. So let's take a look at what's going on our roads right now. No accidents still, so it is great looking commute for you. However, we do want to let you know about some construction over on the westbound lanes of 8 Mile. The overpass there, right at I-75, that's closing today at 7 a.m. So just about 45 minutes from now, and it's going to remain closed until later this month. But keep in mind the service drive lanes will be open in that area to help you get around that closure. And then today, the eastbound lanes of 8 Mile in that same area, the overpass of I-75, will be closed between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. But you can also use those service drive lanes to get around that closure. Now let's take a look at our roads right now with our 1-800 Call Sam Chopper shot. We're looking at I-75 right at 12 Mile, and it is looking good here, but it certainly is getting busier out there, but no accidents to report at this time. Evrod.
Thank you, Kim. It is 6:18 now, and let's get into today's consumer headlines. We're talking KFC. The restaurant has a new Colonel. Plus, Netflix users are saying goodbye to Marvel and Star Wars movies. But first, some major concerns about this new iPhone that's expected to be announced here shortly. Maribel Aber joining us live now in New York. Say it ain't so.
Well, good morning, Evrod. Well, it's about a shortage. Apple's new iPhone could be in short supply when it goes on sale later this month. The Wall Street Journal reports that Apple hit production glitches on the device this summer. Foxconn, which assembles the iPhone in China, has been sort of ramping up production to help meet the expected demand. The new device will be Apple's 10th anniversary iPhone. It's expected to carry a base price near $1,000. Apple's expected to unveil its new lineup of iPhones this Tuesday. Well, Disney will offer its Star Wars and Marvel movies on its new streaming service rather than licensing them to Netflix. The titles include the Star Wars series as well as Marvel movies such as Avengers. The move is an effort to boost the amount of premium content available on the Disney streaming service. The company plans to launch the service late in 2019. Okay, there's a new Colonel Sanders. Actor Ray Liotta is taking over the role for KFC, replacing Rob Lowe. Liotta will be seen in an ad campaign tied to 2 new chicken dishes. Check it out.
Folks, I'm here to tell you about KFC's Honey Mustard Barbecue Georgia Gold. No, tell them about Nashville Hot.
KFC says Liotta was hired for his ability to play multifaceted characters. You can look for the new ads this Sunday. I don't know, Evrod. All I can think of is Goodfellas, the Colonel going gangsta.
And I don't know about you, but now I want some fried chicken and a biscuit and some of those darn good potato wedges. Yeah. All right, Maribel, thank you.
It's so wild because it's a great campaign. I mean, there's people, Rob Lowe, Ray Liotta, you never think of them being Kentucky Fried Chicken Colonel. Anyhow.
Highlight of their career.
Right, like, whoa, I never saw this opportunity coming. 6:20 is your time, and still to come, a thief with expensive taste, 2 high-priced items this guy just walks right out of the door with.
He's looking right at us. Plus,
could good grades equal good health? How your child's report card could reveal much more than their academic performance. That's all coming up next.
And before we go to break, let's meet today's Facebook friend for the day. This is Brenda Johnson. She's from Melvindale. She's a wife, a mother, and a grandmother.
Well, we want to send you a pair of tickets to the Michigan Renaissance Festival just for being our friend of the day, Brenda. So congratulations to you. Yes, and don't forget, everybody else, if you want to be our next friend of the day, you have to do 2 things. Like the Local 4 Facebook page and click on the Friend of the Day tab. We'll be right back.
Couple of showers up near the Thumb region and over Lake Huron, and that's where most of the activity should stay over Kalamazoo, southwestern lower. If you're driving that way, you'll run into that, but staying clear of us, at least for now. We'll keep an eye on it, but it looks like a mostly dry day, 62 at noon, 66 for an afternoon high, mix of sun and clouds, and upper 40s, low 50s out your door right now, Kim.
A little chilly. You're going to need to crank that heat if you're headed into your car, if you're something like me. All right, well, here's a look at your commute this morning over on I-96 right at Kent Lake Road. Nothing you need to worry about. Still no accidents to report at this time.
All right, Kim, thank you. 6:25 is your time, and turning our attention to good health this morning. So your child's report card this year could be an indicator of your child's health. There's a new report from the Centers for Disease Control that finds a link between academics and healthy behaviors. A school-based survey found that students who perform poorly were more likely to use drugs, miss school, or have risky sexual encounters. Kids who did well in classes were more likely to have breakfast every day and exercise regularly. Experts say the results should encourage schools to promote healthy behaviors, which I'm sure they probably do. The Food and Drug Administration has given the okay for a company in New York to advertise that its food can potentially prevent developing a peanut allergy. This is the first time that the FDA has recognized such a claim, that a food can help prevent peanut allergies. The company, called Assured Bites, are makers of the Hello Peanut line of products. They say that the products are a safe way to gradually introduce peanuts to your children. About 2% of U.S. children are impacted by peanut allergies.
That could definitely help a lot of people. It is 6:26, and next at 6:30, local stories for you from Livonia, Ypsilanti, and Mount Clemens. Plus, we're talking about this Equifax hack attack. 143 million people's personal information could be at risk. We'll tell you what you need to know to stay protected. And, oops, my bad, how a driver ended up hitting the gas station not once, not even twice, but 3 times. We'll try to explain this one. It's next in today's top video. Keep it here.
Navigate your.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Gather around for today's top video. We've heard of drivers crashing into buildings.
Yes.
Yes, we have. And we've seen it happen.
We have.
And usually it's because, you know, they hit the gas instead of the brake.
Yep.
But I ain't never seen anything like this.
This 77-year-old driver in Germany hit a gas station once, as you see there, then backed up. Boop. Then he reversed into a van and then went forward again into the store 2 more times. What is going on here?
And drove through it.
Unbelievably, no one was seriously hurt. Police believe that the man not only confused the gas with the brakes, but mixed up reverse with drive and a lot of other reasons that family needs to take his keys away.
Clearly.
We're back in a minute.
I mean, he drove right through the building.
Everything. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
That's the roof. The roof is about to come. Yep, there it is. The roof just went, Jess.
Just like that, blew right off. And this is just a small example of Hurricane Irma's impact. And while it has been downgraded to a Category 4, Irma is still very dangerous. And we know the impact that a Category 4 hurricane can have. We saw what happened down in Houston and now Florida bracing for a similar
Absolutely,
impact.
and we've seen what's happened to so many Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, Barbuda, and bearing down right now on Turks and Caicos. Let's get over to Brandon with the very latest on that path in terms of getting to Florida and also what's happening around here over the next few days.
We're going to start with the here and now. In Metro Detroit, we're 51 degrees, still have some 40s out there, and through the 8 o'clock hour, still may have a few 40s, but a nice mix of sun and clouds today. 62 at noon, a high of 66 degrees, cooling down into the 50s for the second half of your high school football games tonight, so you'll need the jackets, and could get a shower or 2 this morning. Up in the Thumb region, you see some showers coming out of Alpena over Lake Huron, also some showers coming over Lake Michigan and southwestern lower, but we're sort of sandwiched in the dry zone in between. So other than a few hours here of tracking a few light showers along the shoreline of Lake Huron, not much happening. Meanwhile, a downgrade to a Category 4 storm with Irma. The wind speeds are down about 30 miles an hour over the last 24 hours around the eye of this storm, but it is still a monster, still going right over Turks and Caicos and then on its way with no doubt into southern Florida now. This is one of 3 active hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin. First it was Irma, now a Category 4. Jose right behind it, a Category 3 now with 130 mile an hour winds, and then Katia, Category 1, right here in the Gulf of Mexico. On the Gulf side, on the Pacific side, they had a big earthquake just out of Guatemala today. So a lot going on, but our focus is on Irma and its impact over into southern Florida, where they are making plans for evacuation and getting ready. Florida expected to take a direct hit. Everyone is being told to get out. People continue to flee up I-75 and stock up on as much food and water as possible. Meanwhile, state of emergencies have been declared also in Georgia and the Carolinas, as this will likely hit into the Keys Saturday night as a Category 4 and continue that way into Miami at midnight, early Sunday, a Category 4, and then into parts of Florida and Georgia. Carolinas could still be a Category 2 storm. And for good reason, everybody is paying close attention. Take a look at the damage across the Caribbean from this storm. At least 13 people have died. Some islands have been completely demolished, and power is still out for hundreds of thousands, which means many families are still awaiting word from their loved ones in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma's destruction. Again, guys, downgraded to a Cat 4, 155-mile-an-hour winds coming into the Florida area, probably still with 150 to 160 mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
Late Saturday, early Sunday, and thank goodness we're sending DTE crews down, because that'll be the biggest problem, the power outages for weeks down there.
And not just DTE, but Consumers Energy crews down there as well.
Yes.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
And as the cleanup for Harvey continues, all 5 living former U.S. presidents came together to promote a fundraiser for the victims.
Yeah, they certainly did. It's called One America Appeal. Take a look.
Hurricane Harvey brought terrible destruction, but it also brought out the best in humanity.
As former presidents, we wanted to help our fellow Americans begin to recover.
Our friends in Texas, including Presidents Bush 41 and 43, are doing just that.
People are hurting down here, but as one Texan put it, we've got more love in Texas than water.
We love you, Texas.
Donate to oneamericaappeal.org. We are all in this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy,
Wow.
how powerful is that?
That's very powerful.
And next Tuesday, right here at Local 4, we're going to be hosting a hurricane relief telethon. For more information, you can head to clickondetroit.com. But plan to donate on Tuesday and help us all make a difference.
Absolutely. Kim, over to you.
All right, well, we got to get you out the door this morning, so we are looking at your commute, and it's been really quiet out there. No complaints, no accidents to report at this time, stalled vehicles. If you look at our map right now, you can see we've got lots of green, always a good thing. But we're talking about some construction that is wrapping up today. That's always good news as well over on Grand River. That is where that construction has been in place. The east and westbound lanes of Grand River between the Lodge and Cass, there has been only one lane open, but that construction is going to wrap up tonight at 6 p.m. So it should be easier traveling through that area. But I do want to show you a live look at our roads right now with our Sky 4 chopper. This is I-75 right at I-375, and you can see that your commute downtown is looking good. Doesn't look too busy in this area, and of course we've got dry roads this morning. Great way to start off Friday leading into the weekend. It is good out here. Back to you.
All right, good news there. All right, Kim, thank you. It is 6:35 now. And credit reporting agency Equifax says that the data breach that they recently have announced involved names, addresses, social security numbers, birth dates, and even driver's license information for about 143 million people. You at home were likely one of them.
Absolutely. We're talking about a good half of the country. In addition, some 209,000 credit card numbers were stolen. It happened between mid-May and mid-July and was discovered on July 29th.
So many of you might be wondering, why are we just now hearing about this? Local 4 business editor Rob Maloney is live with some of the answers. You were also one of the millions affected.
Yeah, that's right, Evrod. They give you a website to check and see if you've been affected, and the answer is yes, I was affected. I understand that you were as well, and we'll give you the website to check that for yourself later on. But consider this, half the adult population is affected by this in the United States, so you definitely want to be paying attention. So we'll be back in just a second to talk more about what you can do to help yourself, but here's what happened. Equifax is a prime and juicy target because it's one of the 3 main credit reporting bureaus that house everyone's information, and ironically, it's where you go if you've been hacked. Stolen were names, addresses, social security numbers, birth dates, and even driver's license information for 143 million people. On top of that, hackers helped themselves to about 200,000 credit card numbers. The breach occurred between mid-May and mid-July and discovered on July 29th, although we're just hearing about it now. A thoroughly embarrassed Equifax CEO Rick Smith released a video statement.
I deeply regret this incident, and I apologize to every affected consumer and all of our partners.
Smith says Equifax's credit reporting database wasn't affected, but criminals exploited a vulnerability in a U.S. website application. CNBC's Aditi Roy calls this a devastating hack.
The sheer number of people who could be potentially affected is what's so striking about this particular attack. I mean, this is like Hurricane Irma-sized proportions affecting U.S. customers.
This is the website you want to see. Now, I'll give you the website address, but we've got it on clickondetroit.com, so you don't have to remember it. But it's called EquifaxSecurity2017.com. What you do is you go on here, and then you put in the last 6 digits of your social security number, your last name, and then prove that you're not a robot. And then you go in and they will tell you whether you've been affected. But the problem is that it's going to take a few days for you to get the help that you want, at least from Equifax. And what happens is if you've been affected, they will send you a message in a few days, and then you can go in and get them to give you a year's free identity theft monitoring that you can have them take care of and make sure that you get alerts if somebody tries to use your information to get credit and so forth. And so it's one of those things that you're going to want to check with the Equifax, but also you're going to want to go to the other credit bureaus as well and see whatever free reporting data you can get from them, because this is important information for a lot of people, and you're going to want to really be carefully watching all of your bank accounts, your credit cards, and do it almost on a daily basis. Back to you.
Yeah, that is some good advice there, and this is likely going to affect a lot of people, Rod. Is there anything else that they can do to help themselves?
This is the best resource I've ever seen. It's almost like Money Monday here. It's called the Identity Theft Recovery Plan from the Federal Trade Commission. You can get this online. In fact, we've linked on it on our main page on clickondetroit.com. This gives you everything you need to know about identity theft and how to help yourself. And we're talking very explicit and important information, like letters that you can send to creditors if you have a problem, if your child is affected, if your bank account is affected. And it really is really good stuff. We've linked to it. You can download this and get this for yourself. You can have it in the next 10 minutes and then be able to put it to good use.
Oh, man.
Just scrolled through it that you posted it on our website at Click on Detroit, Rod. Great information. Thank you.
We made it really easy for people to find on the homepage. It is 6:40, everybody, and we're following many stories for you from all across Metro Detroit this morning.
And that includes stories out of Livonia, Mount Clemens, and Ypsilanti, and that is where at Eastern Michigan University, this campus, the latest target of white supremacist group that has been posting flyers all across campuses throughout the country. The group posted several stickers and flyers at EMU's campus trying to recruit students. The university, though, spotted the materials first and quickly removed them from campus. And it looked like, for the most part, before a lot of students we talked to even realized it.
Once you start partaking in it, once you start expressing your anger and all these different kinds of emotions, you know, hate, then that's when they beat you. You know, me, I don't let them win because I don't partake.
The group has been targeting students at Eastern and other universities since the beginning of this year.
The family of a man who died in the Macomb County Jail has filed a $10 million lawsuit against the county. You might remember this story. Daniel Bird was in custody for 23 days when he overdosed on prescription pills back in 2015. According to the family, Bird's cellmate told the guards that something was wrong with him, but no one did anything. The family's hoping that the lawsuit leads to changes in how inmates are treated.
And do you know who this guy is? Investigators in Livonia are asking for your help in finding him because they say he's responsible for stealing some pretty high-end watches worth thousands of dollars from a pawn shop. This man is wanted for stealing 2 Rolex watches from the Great Lakes Pawn, which is located at Grand River and 8 Mile. They say that he tried on both watches and then walked right out of the store with them. If you have information on who this is or where he is, you should contact Livonia Police.
Very clear photos there. So
yes, it is.
Knows him. It is 6:42, everybody. Let's send things over to see what Jason is working on coming up.
Hey, the Michigan Christmas tree, the orange barrel, minimum parking. If you plan on being one of the first inside the LCA, the Little Caesars Arena, you're going to need to pack your patience. Everything you need to know coming up. Everett?
Oh, but first, toys and treats delivered monthly for your pet. As we wrap up Convenience Box Week, we find out if these pet gift boxes are worth the price.
And high school football season is in full swing, and today's For Frenzy game of the week is Walled Lake Western versus Waterford Kettering in Walled Lake. A big rivalry game here. Both teams are looking to go 3-0. To read more about the teams, you can head to the For Frenzy page of clickondetroit.com, and also you can watch highlights tomorrow on Local 4 News Today, tomorrow morning from the game. Good luck to both teams. We're back in a moment.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody. As we wrap up Convenience Box Week, we're putting the spotlight on All for Pets.
Yeah, so let's send things over to Kim, who knows all about being a good dog owner. Your family, of course, has a dog.
That's right, we love dogs. And we all know that we love to spoil our pets. And some services look to make spoiling a little easier by delivering toys and treats straight to your door. But are they worth your money? We went to an expert to find out. Meet Dublin. He likes to play catch, tug of war, and eat grass. We wanted to see if the popular doggy delivery service called BarkBox met his standards. First, BarkBox is delivered monthly, starting at $21 a month. The boxes have themes. We got Jurassic Bark and New York City. Also, each box comes with about 3 toys, a couple of bags of treats, and a chew stick. We did some math. Just for 2 of the toys and 2 bags of treats, the cost is over $30. So you're already saving money. Now to see if Dublin even likes what's in the boxes. He seemed interested initially. And then we started with the treats. And for most of the treats, he demanded a second helping. Huh? One thing he definitely loved, the chew sticks. He didn't want to give them up. Now for the dog toys. We first tested a newspaper that squeaked, but it turns out Dublin isn't much of a reader.
Disembowel him. Get him. No.
He must get his news from Local 4. And for the others, he mostly showed interest in one. A squeaky toy with ropes sewed in. Perfect for tug-of-war. Now there was one toy that didn't last very long after Dublin played with it. Poor woolly mammoth. Overall though, Dublin gives BarkBox 4 out of 5 barks. Such a beautiful dog. That was our 6 a.m. producer Ian Vickers' dog, if you were wondering. All right, well, we do want to let you know that there are other monthly gift boxes that you can subscribe to for your pets. For dogs, there's Paw Pack, and for dogs and cats, there's Pet Box, Pet Gift Box, and Pet Treater. I'll tell you one thing, all my dog wants is a big box of toilet paper.
Oh,
wow.
Oh,
really?
And that's the one thing that she can't play with.
Bad, yes.
What does she eat?
She just...
I'm kidding.
No. Yes, she loves it.
Just take it away. Just take it away.
Oh, here we go. We have temperatures right now in the 40s and 50s again, so it is a sweatshirt start for the kids at the bus stop this morning. On our way to 62 at noon. Afternoon high of 66, a nice mix of sun and clouds. We're dry for high school football tonight. A few showers this morning in our north zone along the shoreline of Lake Huron. That's what we're seeing. For tomorrow, Cincinnati, Michigan, a noon kickoff at Michigan Stadium, and tailgaters just getting out of the 40s by 9 o'clock. So cool early and then nice throughout the day. Light winds, mostly sunshine, middle 60s, perfect football weather. And then to Spartan Stadium, 3:30 kickoff, Western Michigan, Michigan State. Again, it's a little bit later, so tailgating, you're not as cold late morning into the afternoon, mid 60s in the Lansing area as well. Here's a look at some of those showers we mentioned over Lake Huron, the shoreline of Lake Huron. This is live radar right now, and not expecting much of this to keep coming at us here in Detroit, but we will watch that throughout the morning up north. That's about it, and then dry for the weekend. Here is IRMA. Any doubt that it's going to hit southern Florida? Zero doubt. All of the models in this spaghetti plot this morning have it taking aim at the Keys Saturday by 7 or 8 p.m. and then into Miami Saturday night, early Sunday as a Category 4, 150 plus mile-an-hour winds whipping into southern Florida again Saturday night into Sunday. Back here at home, let us rejoice. 65 to 70 today, tomorrow, Sunday as well. We're dry all the way through a beautiful weekend, Kim.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to it. All right, well, it's been a really quiet morning on the roads, but as you can see from behind me here, that is not the case anymore. Eastbound I-96, just past Novi Road, we do have an accident here. That has the 2 right lanes blocked. Definitely expect some delays. Leave early if that is part of your morning commute. And we also want to take a look right now with our 1-800 Call Sam Chopper shot at another problem over on eastbound I-94. This is just before Livernois here, this accident blocking your left lane. We are seeing some backups to Michigan Avenue. So again, if this is part of your morning commute, leave early. Back to you.
Good advice. Kim, thank you. At 6:50 now, and in 4.5 days.
Yeah.
This is right around the corner. Little
Yeah,
Sisters is going to be officially open, and Kid Rock will be taking the stage.
Yes, he will be. And Jason, a lot of folks are wondering, all right, how do we navigate the whole parking thing over there?
Uber, Lyft, a taxi, a shuttle.
People over.
Yeah, a lot of people may find themselves walking or hopping on the queue line to get to a show, and when the Pistons and Red Wings start their seasons at their new home in October, only 3 new parking garages have been built so far to accommodate parking for the new arena. There's 2 connected to the LCA and 1 across I-75 called the D Garage. The issue? Well, those garages have a total of 2,600 spaces, but there's more than 20,000 seats inside the arena. So parking will be limited, especially when there are multiple events happening at the same time. And parking won't be the only issue. Expect to see orange barrels when you head downtown. There's construction on Michigan Avenue. That's been a headache for drivers down here already. And if you take the Lodge, don't expect to get off at Grand River. That's closed and will be for another week and a half or so. So if you're planning on catching Kid Rock next week, leave early or pack your patience. The traffic concerns carried over to our Facebook page. Denise, you think parking should have been the first thing on that drawing board? Also in the carport, Julie, road rage will be happening. All right, back to you guys.
Hopefully they'll get it all out with all the screaming they'll be doing at the concert.
Well, I also think there was a lady that said, you know, when we do for like Joe Louis Arena or some other events, you park at all the different parking spots all around downtown, and then you, as Jason said, queue line, people mover. Yeah. There's options. Just got to plan ahead.
Or carpool with everybody. All right, so this sound, you know what time it is. It's time to reveal today's Free Art Friday location.
All right, so first off, take a look at the artwork. It's beautiful. And as our cameraman moves out, where do you think this is?
I know exactly where that is, and I just recently discovered it.
Every Friday, we hold an art scavenger hunt in the city to promote creativity, celebrate art, explore the city, and show off some of our local artists. So if you know where this art is, go grab it, take a photo of yourself with the art, and post it on social media using the hashtag Local4Today.
This piece is by Michelle Shornack of Twisted Contour Art. Ooh, I want to give you a very good hint. Can I?
You cannot.
I can't?
Nope.
They can't even fish her for a hint?
Cannot.
Oh, okay. All right, we're back in a minute. That was a hint, by the way.
I know.
Skyforge.
Well, we are getting more and more information in about Irma, and it'll be updating just about every hour. So stay tuned to the Today Show. Currently downgraded to a Category 4. 155 mile-an-hour winds right on top of Turks and Caicos, and it looks like late Saturday, early Sunday for the Keys and Miami. So this is a no-doubter with a Category 4 likely to hit Florida. 52 degrees here right now, and we have a high today of 66 degrees. Shower chances mainly up in the thumb.
All right, well, we've got some traffic trouble out there. Let's take a look at our maps. Eastbound I-94 right near Livernois, left lane blocked there, and then a disabled vehicle on eastbound I-96 just past Novi Road, 2 right lanes blocked.
Guess what, y'all?
What?
The art
Have
has
a winner.
been found.
Chicken
It was
dinner.
on West Grand Boulevard, right by the Fisher Building. John Fisher is the winner. Congratulations.
For Free Art Friday.
His name
Congrats.
is Fisher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how nice.
RoboCop.